Hello, all. The Irrational Skeptic here, and today I'm going to be doing a video titled INTP and how to overcome a fear of public speaking. As an INTP, you probably overanalyze information you are receiving using introverted thinking. During public speaking, you'll want to realize that no one can see what is happening in your head. The nervous feelings you get could be as a result of inferior extroverted feeling and not being able to cope with so much attention on you at the same time. You are likely to take every facial expression, movement, gesture in the room as a direct reaction to what you are doing or saying. During public speaking, when you start to overthink, you start tripping on your own words, which just increases the chance for embarrassment. In a sense, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You think that you are making a mistake, and then you do make a mistake, and then people see that you make a mistake, and even though they're not reacting in such a way as to harshly judge you, you are going to end up projecting onto them that they should judge you. And in a sense, this is what might start happening. I would say a good way to overcome this as an INTP is to build a TI system of public speaking. Give yourself rules and understand that the reactions in the audience are not totally up to you. In reality, it is not a fear of public speaking you have, but a fear of your peers. You do not want to be embarrassed because you are a social being. I won't sugarcoat it because it is possible that you hurt your social status by appearing dumb in front of a crowd. You could ask, but what about comedians? They are making jokes in front of a crowd and lots of times making a fool of themselves. Well, the thing is, they are making people laugh. When a comedian is not successful in gaining laughter from the audience, then they have failed. In the same line, you must think what your goal is for any speech you are going to give. Is it just an informative speech that is meant to pass along information, or are you trying to get some engagement from the crowd? Either way, in order to grab and keep people's attention, you will need to do some research. First, know the area that you are going to be speaking about. If it is a strictly scientific field and you are just giving out information to a bunch of physicists, then they speak your lingo. You can go into the nuances of a theory, E equals mc squared, whatever, etc. I'm no physicist. But what I'm trying to get at here is that you do have a strong introverted thinking. And then you also have extroverted intuition as a creative function. So you should be able to, see that there are more than one ways to interact with an audience. And I would say to engage with your extroverted intuition a lot more in situations like these. The second function is one most people can turn on at will. It is not something that should be taken lightly because it holds tremendous power when it comes to expressing your extroverted side without jumping all the way to clumsy extroverted feeling for most INTPs who have not developed this side of themselves yet. So, for starters, rather than standing in one position the whole time, pacing back and forth on the stage can help to calm your nerves. Glance about the crowd and never linger too long in any one direction. You are an INTP. Get creative, like I said, with NE while presenting information. The extroverted functions are what people can see. If you have not worked much on your extroverted feeling, then be aware that it can affect you negatively in crowds by making you play too safe. So, tell a joke. Try to shake up the room and don't be alarmed by the results. There is no science of what is supposed to happen during a public speech. Find a few safety people in the room. And safety people are those type of people that you can look at and they give you a good vibe. It's almost like they're telling you, hey, I got you. If you don't know where to look, just look at me. And there's always a few people like this in any audience, I've found, that are kind of secretly cheering you on. These can be other introverts in the room that are saying to themselves, wow, I would never be able to get on top of a stage and give a speech for even 5 minutes. And this guy is up there, sweating his balls off, for lack of a better word. And this is normal. This is a thing that all social beings fear. We have a kind of fear of rejection, fear of getting our status lowered in society, and that actually, literally, takes a toll on our well-being. So I would watch out for that. The INTPs functions are introverted thinking, extroverted intuition, introverted sensing, and extroverted feeling. A function that could also help you during public speaking is introverted sensing. Introverted sensing helps you to build healthy patterns, which you can kind of just learn, train over time, learn certain behaviors, and click play. And once you hit the play button, you start performing all these behaviors which you've already practiced. This would mean that once you are interacting with a crowd, and maybe you are giving a lot of information from your introverted thinking side, that you should be going through healthy patterns of introverted sensing. This will allow you to, dissect the information as well as distribute it to the people you are speaking to in a way that is linear and in a way that is predictable. Because introverted sensing is about predictability at the end of the day as well. So those are just a few pointers I would give for INTPs who have any fear of public speaking, or INTPs who are trying to become more sociable and want to know how to act in large crowds. And yeah, those are just a few tips. I just wanted to make a short video on that. Nothing too long, nothing too fancy. As usual, you can like, share, comment on my content, and down in my link below, I have a PayPal donation link that is to help me keep this channel running. I am working on making things a little better on my channel. For example, I've added an intro and an outro to my videos, and I would really appreciate it if I could get some support and so that I could do this more seriously. Not that I am not already doing this seriously, but this will allow me to go into this not full time, but for this to be kind of a source of revenue for me. And anyways, that would be it for now. Watch out for my next videos. The Irrational Skeptic, signing off.